good YouTube? It's your boy Lord Shift back at it again with another banger video. As you can see by today's title and thumbnail, we have a DIY tutorial video. If y'all don't know, your boy Lord Shift likes to help people out and do tutorials. I like to help y'all save money. So in this video, we're going to be showing y'all how to change your 4-piston Brembo brakes. By the way, this is for my 4-piston user brake owners only. So come here, let me show y'all the brakes. These drones right here. So if you got your 4-piston brakes or Brembo brakes, we're gonna show y'all how to change them out. We have this kit right here called Power Stop Extreme. I got it from American Muscle. It was like $62 just for the front ones, and then the back ones are another $60-something. Today we're only doing our front brakes. So y'all want to learn how to change our brakes? Y'all know what to do. Smash that like button, comment, and subscribe. Share this out to your friends. Mention me on your story. Here's my Instagram right here, so make sure y'all go follow that. We gonna hurry up and get started because let me show y'all. These are my old brakes, y'all. Y'all don't want your brakes looking like this. Y'all gotta upgrade to the new Power Stop brakes. So stay tuned until the end of the video to see what my brakes look like before and after. Let's get started. Here's the materials that you're gonna need to install your front calipers. By the way, I am doing only my front brakes. What you're gonna need is your brake kit, obviously. I have right here is Power Stop Extreme. I got this from American Muscle. This through a couple of websites, but it's called Power Stop Extreme. And make sure that you get it for your Brembos or your size brakes only, obviously, because you don't want to have to return it and buy a new pair and all that. These right here are top notch. Like, these are what Hellcat owners and Scat Pack owners should be using right here. Top notch right here. You won't get no brake dust. My Brembo brakes, bro, they create a lot of brake dust. And let me show y'all something real quick. Like, look at this, bro. I just got these rims. Y'all know when I wide body my car, bro, these rims came at the same exact time, probably like about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Look how much brake dust we got on these joints already, bro. Like, I got to get the whole thing detailed. You definitely want to swap out your Brembo brakes to these right here, because you won't get no brake dust with these. You want to get you a punch kit right here. So this right here I got from Harbor Freight. Long drive pin punch set right here. You can get these from Amazon or whatever. You can also use a very skinny screwdriver, something like about the size of 3/16, I think this is. 3/16. This is pretty much important. This is probably one of the most important tools because you're gonna need this to punch out some pins on your brakes. Grab you a set of these, 3/16. You can go on Amazon, Harbor Freight, whatever, AutoZone, wherever, and grab you something like that. Finally, grab you a hammer. You're gonna need a hammer or a mallet. I got a 20 ounce right here. Grab you a needle nose, type of pliers or prying tool or whatever. 2 flatheads or screwdrivers. I grab this in case. I might not need this, but this is my little handy dandy wrench right here. I always grab with me in case. You want to take your whole tire off, your rim off, to a 22 inch. I think this is a 22 inch size right here. That's everything you pretty much need, man. This install is literally gonna take like not even 5 minutes, y'all. Like, I'm really gonna knock this joint out, and I'm gonna show y'all too. Y'all gonna need to learn how to change all brakes eventually, so y'all gotta stay tuned until the end of the video, y'all. This is like 60 or 70 bucks on American Muscle, but it comes with pretty much everything in the back right here. You got the pads, comes with the clips, and then a whole bunch of other stuff. I'll show you in a second. You're gonna have to buy a whole nother set for your back ones. These are just for my front calipers. So we're gonna hurry up and get started with this joint. Yeah, actually, let me open it up real quick. Hey, once you get done installing these brakes, you do have to do a little brake test. I'm gonna show y'all how to do that in a second. Explain it right here. Boom, boom. You can screenshot that. I ain't gonna really go through it like that. Your lubricant right here. This is important. No matter what kind of brake set you buy, you need some lubricant on it so they don't squeak. You got your clips and your pins right here. You may also be able to use one of these new pins to knock out your old pins. You got your pads right here. These are carbon fiber pads. These are the big dogs right here, bro. They leave no brake dust. Power Stop Extreme. Yeah, these pretty much gonna make your car feel like you got 6 pistons on them. So we're gonna hurry up and get started. So I ain't gonna take up too much of your time. So let's get to it. First things first, you wanna grab your pin punch set 3/16 or your small screwdriver or whatever you got to get these little ass pins out. You can see we got a pin right there and a pin right here. And knock those out by putting this in there and pretty much punching it out. So hitting the end of that with a hammer. It's not rocket science. You could skip a couple seconds if you don't want to see me do it, but put this right here and pretty much just knock it out until the pin comes out of the back side of the brake or the caliper. The pin goes through this clip. It's gonna knock all the way out and release the top part of this clip. The bottom one gonna knock all the way out and release the bottom part of the clip. Once you get those pins out, this clip should come all the way out. Actually do a little time lapse as well for y'all, so y'all can watch if y'all would like. Got one of these ones right here, one of the pins. There goes one right here. Here's your clip right here. Here's your 2 pins. The way you take it off is how you want to install it. So just make sure y'all pay attention to what y'all doing, and make sure y'all pay attention to what comes out of your brake caliper when you take it apart. Now these 2 pins, you gotta clip. And they sit in there like that. That's how it holds it together. You can reuse these for your new brakes, or you can use the new pins. I'm probably gonna reuse these just cause. Probably gonna use a new clip because I don't want to use this dirty clip. Your brakes, as you can see, they obviously not gonna come out that easy. Y'all gotta pay attention for this part. For this part right here, this is important. So as you can see, you got your, if it could focus, you got your brake pad right here. Here's the inside one, here's the outside one. The rotor, as you can see, the rotor comes straight down the middle. You wanna place your flathead in between the rotor and the pad like this. And you got 2 like hydraulic brake spring things right here. It's kind of hard to explain or see, but because I know the camera's not going to focus. You want to place your flathead in between the rotor and the pad and prior, like towards the car, so it could push those hydraulic things back, and you'll have space to just remove the pad, as you can see, just like that. The things are right here. You got 2 circles, boom, boom. They're right here. So a flathead in between there and just push it inwards. You should be able to pull the brake straight out. I didn't do it to my back ones, and my back brake just came right out damn near, but there, just like that. And you want to push it. For the back one, you want to push it towards you. Just like that. Slides right out, just like that, y'all. It wasn't too bad. Still had some life on it. Brake dust is obnoxious, so we got to throw these out. Here goes my other one, the one that was closer to me. Our hydraulic things right there, you got 1, 2. You want to push those inwards. Once you push them in, they'll stay in. So to slide the brake right out, just like that. You got the same ones on this side too. It's not really rocket science, bro. If y'all do what I'm doing and just get under the car and take them pins out, you should see exactly what I'm talking about. So, but that's pretty much all it is as far as like taking everything apart. Now you just want to put everything back together. I'm gonna show you that whole process right now. All right, y'all. So now moving to the best part. You want to grab your grease right here that it comes with, or your lubricant, whatever this is. Yeah, lubricant. You want to put it along the side of your brake only. So I'll show y'all exactly. So obviously not on the pad, but on the metal part, on this first part right here, or just along the side, on both sides. So there, there, and same thing with this, there, and there. By the way, for those who are still confused, let me show y'all where. Here. On the actual metal part, not this pad, but here. Like I said, use a little bit. You don't got to soak it in grease, but just a little bit along the side. Do not touch the whole pad. Don't touch the pad at all, because you could potentially put some stuff on it. Of course, like this, I put my fingers on it a little bit, but it's cool. Should be all right, hopefully. By the way, so you'll have a clip facing upwards, and then for this one, the clip is like down at the bottom corner. The one that's facing up is the one that will go behind, so it'll go closer on the inside. And this one right here, the clip is downward. You want to put that one on the side towards you, so closer to the outside of the caliper. So make sure you put that lubricant on there, and then you can install it back. Like I said, I am using the new clips in here, but I'm not using the pins. I'm going to use the pins that I already had on there. Make sure you install these pins correctly. Put them in towards the inside, coming from the back. So the same way they came out is the same way you want to put them back in. So I'm going to put the lubricant on here, get everything settled up. You may have to hammer the brake pad in there a little bit just to get it in there more. What you can do is make sure these hydraulic things are pushed all the way back, just so that you have enough space. Just like that. Same thing with the insides. I got it on the brake pad a little bit, but should be cool, y'all. Should be good, hopefully. Put this in there. Same thing with this one. Make sure you put it along here. Take a very tight squeeze, y'all. Yo, so I ended up getting it. Took a little bit of time because the pistons were like weird. Like one of them would go up and then one of them would come in. So I had to like squeeze all the way down, like push one all the way down, and then pry this side in, and then like hammer it in. You gotta play with it a little bit, but I did end up getting it. I got some fingerprints right here. Hopefully that doesn't affect anything. If you want, you can re-grease it here because I did kind of touch it a lot along the sides just to get it in there, but you will have to like hammer it in a bit. But it's in there, y'all. You want to make sure you put your clips back on and your pins. So I'm gonna hammer this in there. I might throw some more grease. Just something like that. There's the clips right here. Set this joint just like that. In it. So you see this little 4, make sure that's towards the caliber. So make sure you don't put this on backwards. Grab your old pins. You do have to play with it a little bit to make sure everything lines up. Just like that. Now this other side you gotta kind of push down as you're putting the other pin in. Push down. Get it in there. You good to go, y'all. That's how you change your brakes, man. Now we gotta do the same thing to the other side. If you bought back brakes, it'll pretty much be the same process. Just knocking out those 2 pins and taking the pads out, doing the same thing. These are actually a lot easier to replace compared to your standard 4-piston brakes, like on your RTs or your, I don't know, Toyotas and all that. So Brembos are actually really easy. I thought they were harder, but just these 2 pins you gotta knock out and then taking them out, putting the pads back in. But we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. We're gonna install the wheel, make sure everything's good, and then I'm gonna show y'all the process of actually how to break them in and all that stuff. So that's like important, breaking the brakes in. Y'all know, as y'all can see, man, that's how y'all change y'all brakes. For those who are wondering, that's how you change your Brembo brakes. So now your stopping power is gonna be crazy. You don't want these old Johns, man. Make sure y'all change them out and keep up with your car 24/7, at least once a week. Make sure you check everything on your car, your brakes, your coolant, antifreeze, all that stuff, man. Make sure you keep up with your car, especially with these high power performance cars, man. You gotta always make sure you keep up with it. All right, y'all, so now that we got our brakes installed, y'all know how to install your Brembo brake pads. Here's the process that you have to follow after you install your pads. Slow down from 40 miles per hour down to 10 miles per hour. So obviously go up to 40, then hit your brake hard as hell until you get down to 10. You got to do that 5 times. And then you want to go from 35 to 5 miles per hour 5 times. And then you just drive slow to cool down your brakes. So what I did was exactly what it told me. 5 times I went up to 40, hit the brake hard as hell until I got down to 10 or 0-ish. 5 more times I went to 35, then slowed down to 5, and then so on and so on. So really just, you got to make sure you do this part. This is like probably one of the most important parts too. You got to break your pads in, all right? So you don't want no stiff pads or no messed up squeaky pads. So you definitely got to do that little brake process. But if y'all enjoyed this video, man, make sure y'all leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my latest videos that dropped recently. I got a Halloween video that just dropped. Dropping way more bangers coming up soon. So make sure y'all mention me on your stories too. Get my content out there, y'all. It's your boy Lord Shift, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next banger video. Boom.